What can you actually connect n8n to? That's the question, and the answer might surprise you. If you visit the n8n website, you'll see it immediately. Over 1,500 integrations, and hundreds more specifically built for AI. This isn't a small tool, it's a full platform. When you open the integrations library, the scale becomes real. Over 1,000 integrations, organized by category, ready to use. Let's start with marketing.
178.
LinkedIn, Twitter, MailChimp, Webflow. If your client uses it, n8n already supports it. The entire marketing stack is covered. Now AI, 95 integrations. OpenAI, Hugging Face, AWS, and of course, DeepSeek. This is where it gets exciting. You can build AI agents, connect large language models, and chain advanced tools together, all without writing code. And it doesn't stop there. Communication tools, analytics platforms, finance systems, every major category is represented. This is complete business infrastructure. So what does this mean in practice? In 90% of cases, whatever tools your client is using, their CRM, their email, their database, n8n already has a native integration. It's already built, you just connect it. And in the rare cases where a native integration doesn't exist, you still have three powerful fallback options: webhooks, HTTP requests, and direct API calls. Between these three, nothing is out of reach. This is one of n8n's biggest strategic advantages. With other tools, you often have to build integrations from scratch. With n8n, you don't build integrations. You connect them. That saves hours, sometimes days of work. So remember this, your toolbox is already built. Over 1,000 integrations ready to go. You just need to know how to use them. Next up, we're going to connect our first real service, the DeepSeek API. That's where the real building begins. All right, so you're building your first workflow and you've added a Gmail node. But when you look at the credentials section, it's empty. This is where most people get stuck. Don't worry, we're going to walk through the entire Google OAuth setup, step by step. By the end, you'll have Gmail, Sheets, and Drive all connected. Step 1. Head to the Google Cloud Console. Once you're in, look for the project selector at the top. Click it and then hit New Project. This is where everything starts. Give your project a name. I'm calling mine n8n. Keep it simple. You only need to do this once. Hit Create and wait a few seconds. Now, navigate to the APIs and Services section. You'll find it in the left sidebar or through the hamburger menu. This is your control panel for what n8n can access. Next, we need to set up the OAuth consent screen. Click Get Started. Choose External for the user type. For the app name, type n8n. Fill in your email address for both the support email and the contact email. Then hit Next through the remaining steps. Now let's create the OAuth client. Go to the OAuth overview and click Create OAuth Client. Set the application type to Web Application. Give it a name. I'm using n8n again. Here's the critical step. Go back to your n8n credential panel and copy the OAuth redirect URL. Then paste it exactly, no changes, into the Authorized Redirect URIs field in Google Cloud. This URL must match perfectly. Once you save, Google will generate your client ID and client secret. These are the keys you need. Before those credentials will work, you need to publish your app. Go to the Audience section and click Publish App. This is required. Don't skip it. Now go to the Credentials page. You'll see your OAuth 2.0 client ID listed. Click on it to reveal both the client ID and the client secret. Copy them. One more thing in Google Cloud. Enable the specific APIs you need. Search for Gmail API and click Enable. Do the same for Google Sheets and Google Drive. Only enable what you actually need. Back in n8, open your Gmail credential panel. Paste the client ID and client secret into their respective fields. Almost there. When you click to connect, Google will show you a warning. Google hasn't verified this app. This is completely normal for local applications. Click Advanced, then go to n8n. Nothing to worry about. Google will ask for specific permissions. Review them, then click Allow. This grants n8n access to the services you enable. And there it is, connected successfully. Your Gmail node is now live and ready to use in any workflow. Here's the key insight. You only need one Google Cloud project and one OAuth client ID. That single setup gives you access to multiple services, Gmail, Sheets, Drive, and more. Set it up once, use it everywhere.
Alright, now let's move to the next important integration, DeepSeek. So, if you want to use DeepSeek inside n8n, the good news is, this setup is actually much simpler than what we did earlier with Gmail or Google Sheets. Here's exactly how it works.
Let me call him.
Here I am.
First, you need to go to platform.deepseek.com. Now, if you're not logged in yet, you'll need to create an account. Once you've signed up and logged in, there's one important step. You need to add a small balance to your account. Usually just a couple of dollars is enough to get started. And honestly, DeepSeek is quite cheap. Next step, and this is the key part, go to API keys. If you're new, you won't have any keys yet, so you'll need to create one. Give it a name, for example, n8n demo, and then click Create API Key. Now make sure to copy this key immediately. This is the exact key you'll use inside n8n. Now let's jump into n8n. Open your workflow and either click the plus button or press tab to add a new node. Search for DeepSeek and select it. Once the DeepSeek node opens, you'll notice that you don't have credentials yet, so you'll need to create a new one. Give it any name you like, for example, DeepSeek, and then simply paste your API key into the required field. That's it. Save it. And if everything is correct, you'll see a message saying, "Connection tested successfully," which means you're now connected. Now inside the DeepSeek node, things are pretty straightforward. You'll mainly choose between two models, DeepSeek Chat, V3, for general purpose tasks, DeepSeek Reasoner, R1, for more advanced reasoning tasks. Depending on what you select, you'll see additional technical settings like temperature token limits, frequency penalty retries, and timeout. But don't worry too much about these for now. The defaults usually work fine. Now here's something important to understand. You'll notice there's no place to write a prompt inside the DeepSeek node. And that's because in n8n, you don't interact directly with the model. Instead, you use it through something called an LLM chain, or an AI agent. So when you add the DeepSeek node, n8n will automatically connect it to a basic LLM chain. If you open that LLM chain, that's where you actually write your prompts. You can define a system prompt, a user prompt, or even pull input from another node, like an email or chat. You can also format the output. For example, force it into JSON.
One last tool to install before our environment is complete. This one is called Poppler, and it's the reason we'll be able to process PDF documents locally without sending anything to an external service. Let me explain why this matters. Poppler is a PDF utility library. It gives us command line tools to work directly with PDF files, extract the text inside them, pull out images, read metadata, convert pages to image formats. The specific tool we'll use in our project is PDF to text, which does exactly what it sounds like. It takes a PDF and extracts all the text from it, cleanly, locally, with 0 API calls. Why Poppler specifically? Because we want this entire pipeline to run on your machine. No cloud dependency, no data leaving your system, no paying another LLM service just to read a document. Poppler handles it natively, fast, free, and private. Installing Poppler on Windows. Go to the Poppler Windows Releases page. The link is in the description below. You'll see a list of releases. Grab the latest one. Right now that's release 24.08, but always use whatever is most current when you're watching this. Click the zip file to download it. Once it's downloaded, extract the contents into a folder. Your Downloads folder is perfectly fine. Inside you'll see two folders, Library and Share. That's the entire installation. No installer to run, no setup wizard. You unzip it and it's ready. Open the Library folder, then the bin folder inside it. This is where all the Poppler utilities live: PDF to text, PDF to HTML, PDF to Cairo, and others. The one we need is PDF to text.exe. When we build our automation, n8n will call this utility directly. At minimum, all you need to do is give n8n the full path to this file. Something like C users your name downloads Poppler library bin PDF to text.exe. That's enough. The project will work. If you want to be able to run Poppler from anywhere on your system without typing the full path every time, you can add it to your Windows environment variables. This takes 60 seconds and I'll show you exactly how. Copy the path to the bin folder. Open Windows Search, type env, and select Edit the System Environment Variables. Click Environment Variables. In the System Variables section, find Path. Click Edit, New, and paste your Poppler bin path. Click OK, OK, Save. To verify it worked, open Command Prompt and type pdf-top-pm-v. If you get a version number back, Poppler is on your path and ready to run from anywhere. And if this step feels complex, skip it. It's genuinely optional. In the n8n workflow, you can simply paste the full path directly into the node, and everything works exactly the same way. Your environment is now complete. n8n is running locally. Google is connected. DeepSeek is live. Poppler is installed and ready to process PDFs. Everything we've set up in this video exists for one reason: to power the automation we build next. And in the next video, that's exactly what we do. We take all of this and build our first real AI agent workflow from scratch. If you followed along and got everything connected, drop a comment below. I want to know your setup is ready. And if you hit any issues with any of the steps in today's video, ask in the comments. I read every one. Subscribe so you don't miss the build. It's coming next.